Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon to our witnesses. I just want to start out by stating the outrage that I have and that we collectively have by Iran's attacks against Israel this weekend. I'm heartened that President Biden directed our military to help stop Iranian drones before they reach their targets in Israel. And we must de-escalate violence in the region and prevent any future attacks from Iran. This attack is the latest reminder why the House must pass the Senate's bipartisan national security package as soon as possible. We cannot continue to delay passing a comprehensive package that supports Israel and Ukraine, as well as humanitarian aid for civilians in Gaza and resources for the Indo-Pacific. Some colleagues mistakenly believe we should abandon our ally Ukraine and only provide aid to Israel. This could not be more misguided. Russia's invasion of Ukraine and Iran's attacks on Israel do not occur in isolation. The strong and growing ties between Putin and Ayatollah Khamenei demand that we support our democratic allies. Russia has been purchasing drones from Iran in its illegal invasion in Ukraine. These are the same types of drones that Iran used in its recent attack on Israel. In exchange, Russia provides Israel with digital surveillance technology and anti-tank and anti-aircraft systems captured in Ukraine. These are advanced systems that Iran would not otherwise have because of U.S. sanctions. Recently, leadership at the U.S. Central Command expressed worry that Russia may soon provide Iran with Russian Su-35 fighter aircraft in exchange for more drones and military weapons. Iran's recent drone attack remains a dangerous and serious escalation of violence in the region. But just imagine what an attack using advanced fighters would have looked like. There is no doubt that Iran is gaining access to sophisticated defense technology from Russia. This threatens our safety and security and our allies in the region. I can really only wonder why those who are willing to let Russia continue their war with Ukraine with so much at stake. So, I wanted to ask here now, Ms. Stroll, if you could describe how Russia's assault on Ukraine impacts the likelihood that Russia will provide Iran with additional advanced technology like the Su-35 fighter aircraft.
Thank you for that question, Congressman. Russia cannot continue its war in Ukraine without a steady supply of Iranian military equipment. And it's not getting it for nothing. It has purportedly offered to upgrade Iran's air defenses, to sell the Su-35, as my colleagues here and you have mentioned, as well as other surveillance capabilities, et cetera. So the challenge here is that the United States has pursued foreign military sales and defense equipment across the region to maintain a certain balance of power. No U.S. partner in the region except Israel has fifth-generation fighter aircraft. And our war plans have been developed based on certain assessments of air defenses and the capabilities of our partners. So the more sophisticated defense technology Russia sells to Iran, it is not only a problem for the United States and how we think of our own war plans and contingency scenarios in the Middle East, nor is it only a problem for Israel. It's actually a problem for all of our Arab partners who have certain assumptions and certain plans and certain investments and capabilities. And the question for them is, are they gonna look to us for leadership and our own defense industry to make sure they have what they need to defend themselves? Are they gonna look to us for commitment that we are gonna show up for them, like we just did for Israel over the weekend? Or are they gonna hedge and say, well, if Russia's giving Iran all of the sophisticated equipment, I better make sure I'm really good with Tehran and Beijing?
So, by extension there, and I think you've answered this, but I want to ask it to punctuate here, would supporting Ukraine in their fight against Russia's unlawful invasion reduce the chance that Russia provides advanced technology to Iran?
Yes. Adversaries in Europe and the Middle East are looking at each other and looking at our actions and whether or not we can pull together a coalition to support Ukraine and Europe and to support our partners, both Arab and Israel, in the Middle East. And Beijing is watching what we're doing in both of these theaters. If the war in Ukraine ends, Russia no longer needs that Iranian supply of weapons, and we would have opportunities to shift that mutual defense exchange.
Well, thank you for that. And I hope that my colleagues in the House know that these efforts are linked, and it's imperative that we take up our responsibility to act in the coming days to pass meaningful legislation for our national security and global stability. With that, I yield back my time.